Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my 200th video on YouTube. Yay! So, in this episode there'll be a special because I'll be showing you all the Minecraft players that I've met during my Minecraft journey so far. So, my first experience of Minecraft ever was Minecraft Classics, where you play Minecraft on the browser, and the server I joined was All in the Mine, which actually was the second server I joined. The first one was Team 9000. So the first player that's on my list is Mike Water. You know, he's a little bro and he always follows me around and plays on server that I play on. And then next we have Zelly or Zelda. She has two accounts because she had like migration problems, Mojang and all that. And she was the first admin that I met. So I was promoted to Rookie by 11. And then promoted to Pupil by Ohirocon. Oh, I apologize for the skin. At least he's wearing something though. So I remember Redal in Minecraft and Dr. Treeman were like spectating me during my builds. I met a bunch of people like Master Onion, which were the owner of All in the Mine. And it was Llamas Eat Cows. So then it was Matty and Sloth Boy, which were mods at the time. And then there's Z Huge, which he was admin when I was playing. I had a buddy, Voltage 22, which is known as Voltsaw. I got WOM, which is a client that allows you to fly in the classic world. It kept the history of the chat. So here's my first history of my info that I ever recorded. This artisan Tim Tam, and he was using a friend's account at the time. So that account was DebDave94, and now I guess he bought Minecraft. And then there was Retaya, which would build like marine and war related stuff, and he would show me when it was done. It was pretty cool. Like he built massive ships, and I would have like casual conversation with Ketlik and Game Master. And then I was noticed by an admin Lightning Poe, which is known as Riker, and Calic from SMP. Like she has two accounts because there's like conflicts and all that. There's also the Lost Darkness, which is now an admin on the classic server. So I first saw Eric RB when he demoted Lightning Poe. He's also the cactus in my Skype pictures if you have me on Skype, and he's also a head admin on the classic server, and he's the owner of the All in Mine SMP server. I also remembered the Hams built great things. He built lots of stuff on many maps on the mine. Along with Basti, he had the same thing, built great stuff. And there was Eiley, he was the admin on the server, and he loved the Cookie Monster, and he's really helpful to Artisan. And there's Kirstian, by his great statue of a man just pooping on the toilet, and a big BMX bike that he built. And there was Doomwatcher, which is now in head admin, and he'll build like intense things like 3D monsters and all that. And it was the usual mod, Cathcart, and he's also known as Movie Buff on SMP. And then the Pungulator, fellow Mason that we used to hang out with, Rasta Boss. And then there's also the Cafe World, which is also a old member of All in the Mine, along with Invader Pops. And then there was the Troublemaker Apple Freak. Alright, so then there's a few drama that happened on All in the Mine. Leighton versus Wright, which would post on the forums where he was in Japan, and then he just posted pictures that were found from Google, and then he was caught because his IP showed that he was from the United States. And there was Shannon268, which would want the Adept rank, which was purple. So the first thing I logged on to All in Mine SMP is that I was attacked by Roxas, which also known as Heartless. So he chased me far away. Like when I turned back he was gone, but I hid in a cave anyways, just in case he came back. And that was the first spawner I found. And then I met I'm Phoebe and Gren Roden, and then Frogger, which he later invited me to his town. I met Mikey and Phoebe. We were warned by a Shirok. The warning was that he would take over all of our bases, which was pretty scary, and that never really happened. Then there's Demonic. He just loves the PvP. He used PvP at any opportunity he got. I saw Mephisto, which he had like epic builds. Like everyone just loved his build, and he's known all of our classics. Then it was Kevin, which he was the boss of the RC Classic. Then I hosted my first giveaway, and that giveaway was pick a number between 1 and 1000, and the closest number gets it. And that winner was Mati. It was TeamSpeak at the time, and there I met Narne, Goddess of Night, and Spindle, which had like a crazy accent, South African, and Jake Sword. So then I had my second giveaway where I would have the whole community vote for the best build, and there was many that entered. There was Firecrafter, Eric the Barbaric, V3, Steeler Kid, Benster, Alex Matcher is also known as Monkey Ammo, and the winner was Chokefish Arnyum. And then there was a white bin on the mine. And that's when I created a town called Tea Time. And there I had like many people join it, such as Taya, Lord Aiden, Kizuki, Finozan, Franco. And then there was Bex Susan, which was a shared account with two people, Becky and Susan, which were like sisters. And it was Bug Boy. Then Zari. Zari is like a very, I guess, talented builder from classics. And then there was Say. So there's also this other town called SSGC, stands for Super Secret Gentlemen's Club, and basically they just love the PvP. Just every day just go out and hunt for players. Mikey's brother Lazor, his classics start to die off. Like there was some guy just removed the classic list, like multiplayer list from Minecraft.net, and also there's like offline mode where there's all these crack servers that anyone can play on. So my last memories of classic was Smart Noodle, which was the modern training. There's Area Guy, the usual player that was on him. And there was Puzzpal. He was a troublemaker. And there was Bloody S, which would make like crazy landscape, like mountains, very huge mountains. TGIF, which would make a couple videos in classics. And then there was Andy, which was the first that built a Raichu statue that I saw on the server. And there was Digimatic, PS Online Gamer, Casual Masons on the server. And then it was So Fat, which built very nice things on the server, like, I don't know, just detailed buildings. That was G-Man. I promoted him or her, I don't know. Apparently it was a girl, and its skin shows it's a boy, so I don't know the gender of this person. And it was Tigroshin, which would, I think we had a chess game together, and we never really finished. And then there was Mussolini, which came back from a vacation or a break from Minecraft. I've met Flamix, which was the host of the SMP server for All in Mine. Zany Boy, it was Ligrenoisa, I forgot his username. Alright, so then I met AWOL Ninja and Ben, which were buddies, like in real buddies. X Reaction and MLG Pro, and MLG Pro had an ultimate account which called MLG Tom, and they caused trouble, as Z Huge would say it, like RS Meat, Kitty Cat, Octopod, Pie Guy, which is basically the guard of them, and then siblings that joined them too, Skip and Lily, and then KSHB with Vampire Girl. Then there was the Cocario, which didn't have a premium account, but they visited Classic sometimes just to keep her company. And there was also Res Lorton, which was owned by Rezi and Lordo Minecraft. Then there was another town which was called Atlantis. It was owned by Shepard. And that town had Forgotten Knight Sofarin, which had an alternate account for SMP, but I forgot its username. He was also Ender Swifter, which is a very active guy until he forgot the IP, so didn't see him since. So since the YouTuber, really there was just DJ Sawyer and just my chopper. Then there was Hertz, which was a former admin on the server. There was Ikeria. I never knew her, but Spencer, which I helped him create his first town. There was also Bulldog, which killed me while I was AFK. And then there was the casual players, Destroyer, Bagel, Pikachu, and Shorty Martin. So when when a map wipes or server wipes, it usually goes down. So I scout for like backup servers, and I found Towncraft, which was owned by Super Pyro. And that server, I remember a few people like Beheader, which was the head admin, Adam Smasher, a builder. I really remember Coop, which was the first person I met on the server. Not sure if that's the actual Coop, but it was Coop's some number, and 88 was a skin that popped up. So I hope that's you. I also met Nick Crusher. Don't know his. I forgot his Minecraft username, but at least he's on the list. It was also expert builder Icon and modern training Elmania, and that's basically all that I remember from that server. I met a few more people. Some were Cry Havoc, which was a mason from Classics. Some met Hollow with his friend Seabird. And there was also Dawson Alexander. Well, I just met him from 1.3 like before the wipe. Pwned by Boots, and the other was Pwned by Dora, and they created a town called China. That was Pizza Smile. I like his confidence, but he also made good friends like Kimmy Ever, which was a pretty active player on the server, PMC, and Catty Zombie. So there was also a town called Hyrule that I helped fund, and that was owned by Alyssa, and she had a lot of friends that joined that town, which is like Kima, King, Blackberry, Stanley. I would have a SimSkit Stanley, but I just forgot the username. Then there was SimState that joined the server, was a friend of Movie Buff. And then there was that girl Emma, which would create a town called Stardust, and basically that was a big town which recruited like Captain Jessica, Skycreeper, Chase, Hugh David, SMS, Burnt Iguana, and Gigatool. Yeah, basically a big town. It also recruited Becky. I got Minecraft for my neighbor Marvin. Then his cousin wanted to play Minecraft too, so he bought Minecraft, and his name is Shoto Raven. I met like Master C43, which he's active now, Zen Tiger, which is a friend of Elmoji. So I figured out that RS Meat and his buddies just migrated to Pixelcraft. Played on a few days, just to test it out. So I met the owner, which was Master of Chaos, which was the owner of Pixelcraft. I met Pixie Web, who would be real Humpty Dumpty, the admins of the server, which were Almedi, Let Be Epic, and Zeus, and they would have like so much arguments that it would be like noticeable in the chat. And there was Darcy was also a mod, and I remember Spider Keegan's a regular player, and they also had Tekkit, which I think I remember Jed a lot. So then we returned to all the mine, and there was like a few new players like Scaly, and a few of Shirok's friends, like Lenora, Nash Potato, Kutho, and Carthun. I also met Matt Capsule. Well, I didn't really met him, just his stats, like in all of mine there was stats, and his stats really stuck out the most because apparently he had more arm swinging than me.